How do you even go about shopping for a new bed? There are hundreds of different mattresses on the market. We've tested well over 200 by now, and it can be really difficult to figure out which new mattress is going to be right for you, especially if you have no idea what you're looking for. Hey, how's it going? This is Owen, and in today's video we have something a little bit different for you. Normally on this channel, when we're talking about beds, we tend to be reviewing individual mattresses, putting two mattresses head to head in a comparison, or putting together a best list. But in today's video, we're gonna try and answer the question, how do you even go about shopping for a new bed? And we're gonna try and get you from the decision of, I need a new mattress, to actually getting one. If that sounds good and you find this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. But let's just dive right into the video by first asking the question, why do you want a new mattress? There's a lot of different reasons one might want a new mattress. Maybe you have a smaller size bed like a twin or a full, and you want to upgrade to a queen or a king. Or maybe your mattress is just really old, it's starting to sag, or you're sleeping on it every night and it's causing you some kind of back, hip, or shoulder pain. There's a whole lot of reasons why you might want a new mattress, but figuring out the main reason is pretty important. Because if you're just upgrading the size of your mattress, then you should look at the current mattress you have, figure out what you like about it and what you don't like about it. Do you like its overall firmness and feel? Does it have a memory foam feel? Is it really firm? Is it really soft? These are the questions you should be asking yourself before you really dive into the process. And if your current mattress is causing you some kind of body pain, whether it's back pain, shoulder pain, or hip pain, that's something that you should consider as well. Because the next biggest question is going to be, how firm or soft do you want your next mattress to be? This isn't a hard and fast rule when you're shopping for a mattress, but it's definitely something to keep in mind. If you are a primary side sleeper, there's a good chance you're going to want to seek out a mattress that's quite a bit softer than average. In general, side sleepers want something that's going to help cradle their pressure points at their hips and their shoulders. If you are a side sleeper and you're sleeping on a surface that's too firm, there's a good chance you're going to wake up in the middle of the night with just some aches in your shoulders or hips. If you've ever been camping before and you're trying to sleep on your side on the ground or a thin sleeping pad, you probably experienced this before. Over time, this can cause you some back pain as well because your spine is not really in a straight line. Because if you're on your side and your hips and shoulders aren't really sinking into your mattress, it can cause your spine to no longer be in a straight line. The opposite is true if you are a primary back or stomach sleeper. In general, those types of sleepers are seeking out a firmer sleeping surface because if you're sleeping on your back and your sleeping surface is really soft, the middle part of your body where you carry the majority of your body weight can actually sink down below the rest of your spine, which can cause back pain over time. Maintaining proper spinal alignment is one of the best ways to ensure that you don't start developing back pain or help relieve it if you have it already. Figuring out what your primary sleeping position is going to be a very key factor when starting your mattress search. For example, I'm a primary side sleeper who spends some of the night on my back, so I would say I am a primary side sleeper / combo sleeper, and I tend to gravitate towards softer mattresses. So that is where I would start. I would look for mattresses that are on the softer end of the spectrum. Again, this isn't a hard and fast rule, but it is something I would recommend you think about when you're shopping for your next mattress. The next question we need to answer is, what kind of materials are you looking for in your next mattress? There are several different categories we can break this down into. The first category is going to be hybrid versus foam. Now, this just refers to what the support base of the mattress is made of. Now, there are quite a few differences between these two categories of mattresses. A all foam mattress is generally going to be lighter weight, so it's easier to move. They're generally going to be a bit more affordable, depending on the brand, of course. They do a better job at isolating cross mattress motion, and they generally have less bounce than a coil mattress. Coils, though, are going to provide you with a bit more long-term support and durability, which is why we always recommend if you're somewhere around 250 pounds or more, you should probably get a hybrid. You'll probably be fine on an all-foam bed for a few years, but you obviously want your mattress to last a long time. Most mattresses last at least 7 years, if not longer, and having a coil mattress is just going to provide you with that long-term support and durability that you're probably looking for. Plus, coils add a bit extra bounce to the mattress, which some people like myself really like. And because coils have less surface area than a foam does, you generally get a bit more airflow in a mattress with coils, so they generally sleep a little bit cooler. So if your body weight is a factor, I would recommend just going with a hybrid, just look at those. But if it's not, you're gonna have a lot of options and it's really only gonna be based on your personal preference. Again, using me as an example, I prefer coil beds because I enjoy the extra bounce. But a lot of people out there like an all foam bed because it is easier to move. Maybe you switch apartments or houses a lot and you want to be able to just toss it in the back of a truck without much hassle, or you just prefer to have less bounce in your mattress, then an all foam bed might be the way to go. And then the next categories we can divide mattress materials into are based on feel. We tend to divide mattress feel into 3 huge buckets. There is a lot of nuance in each of these, but this is a nice way to point you in the right direction. So we tend to think of them as memory foam mattresses, mattresses with a lot of responsiveness, like pillow top mattresses or latex mattresses, and then more soft, neutral mattresses. You're probably familiar with the idea of a memory foam mattress because of the brand Tempur-Pedic. They were the sort of original memory foam mattress and it became very popular. On a memory foam bed, you're gonna lay down on it and then you're slowly gonna start to sink into that memory foam and it's gonna remember your body's shape and it's gonna be very slow to respond when you relieve pressure from it. A lot of sleepers out there are seeking out this kind of memory foam feel because it can really cradle those pressure points on your body, and it can also deter you from tossing and turning at night, which can help lead to more restful sleep. Because that memory foam is generally really slow to respond, it can be kind of challenging to rotate between sleeping positions. So if you're sleeping on your side and you want to roll over to your back, because that foam is just going to stay in that original shape for a decent amount of time, it just won't be as easy. So we tend to not recommend memory foam for combination sleepers who do like to rotate positions, but it's a nice option for someone really seeking out that nice, dense sink-in feel. The opposite end of the spectrum is going to be more responsive mattresses. We have beds like the Purple mattress, which feature a gel flex grid that is super bouncy. Beds like Avocado and Awara that feature latex foam as opposed to memory foam. These beds aren't going to remember your shape at all, and you're not really going to sink into them very much. And if you try and rotate between sleeping positions at night, it's gonna be really easy because the foams are so bouncy and responsive. And then you have the beds that are kind of right in the middle. This is the more soft, neutral category. These are beds like Casper, Lisa, Ghost Bed, and a ton of others. These beds are generally made of a polyurethane foam and strike a really nice balance between that contouring support and responsiveness. You're not really gonna sink into them like you would a memory foam, but they're not gonna be quite as bouncy as the latex beds that we just talked about. Again, there is a ton of nuance in these categories. Like you have a more responsive memory foam mattress like an Amerisleep or a Layla versus a dense memory foam like a Nectar, or you have a inner spring pillow top mattress like Sattva that kind of goes in the responsive category and kind of goes in the soft neutral category. It's really hard to differentiate between so many different beds that we've tested, but these are 3 pretty solid avenues to travel down when you're shopping for your next mattress. Especially if you are a memory foam fan, that really helps narrow down your search quite a lot. But if you're not really sure what you want and you just want something that you'll probably like, then maybe the soft neutral category is the way to go. And then the next big question you need to answer for yourself is, how much are you willing to spend on a new mattress? Again, we like to divide these into a few different categories. We have the ultra budget tier. These are beds that you'll be able to find in the $500 to $600 and below range. These are beds that you are likely gonna find on Amazon, brands like Lucid and Linen Spa. And then you have some other more budget-friendly brands like Allswell and Dream Foam that are actually surprisingly solid for the price. We'll have links for all these beds down below in the description, by the way, if you're curious. And then above that tier, we have our just regular budget tier. These are beds anywhere between $800 and $1,200. This to me is the real sweet spot for most of these bed-in-a-box brands. Brands like Casper, Lisa, Ghost Bed, Purple, and even ones like Dream Cloud have mattresses in this pricing tier. You'll be able to find a pretty decent mix of all foam beds, hybrid beds, beds with a memory foam feel, beds with a soft neutral feel, and even some more responsive beds. If you have a budget of around $1,000, I think you'll be able to find a solid option. However, once we get above the $1,200 mark, we have more premium mattresses like WinkBed and Saatva. These are some really high quality pillow top mattresses. And then as you get past the $2,000 mark, you have the way more luxury premium mattresses like Tempur-Pedics. Then you have the upgraded beds from Casper and all the Purple hybrids. So there's just a very wide variety of mattresses you can find at a ton of different price points. Again, I think if you're willing to spend somewhere around $1,000, you'll be able to find something that you'll like. One thing you should try and keep in mind as you are deciding on your mattress budget is just remembering how much time you spend asleep in your life. Most studies say it's around 1/3 of an average human's life is spent sleeping, so it might be worth it to spend up a little bit for the mattress you really want rather than try and save money there. I'm not gonna tell you how to spend your money, just remember 1/3 of one's life is a long time. There's also a few X factors we can talk about that might change one person's mattress buying decision one way or the other. One of those being temperature regulation. Now, pretty much every single mattress brand likes to talk about how their mattress sleeps cool, and for the most part, that's just marketing. There really aren't that many mattresses out there that actively do something to help you sleep cooler. And the temperature you sleep at has so much more to do with your environment, your body type, and what kind of bedding you're using. If you just live in a hot area, there's not that much you can do aside from just cranking the AC. But there are a couple beds that actually do something, like the Brooklyn Bedding Aurora, the Cocoon Chill, and even the 8 Sleep mattress that will actively help you sleep cooler. And there are also certain mattresses that feature machine washable covers, so you can actually unzip the cover, toss it in your washing machine for a deep clean. This is really nice if you're a person who might suffer from allergies and you want to be able to give your mattress a regular deep clean, or if you're running an Airbnb or something and you want to keep your mattress as fresh as possible. And then I suppose the last big question is, where should you buy a new mattress? Most of the time people go to a mattress store and they talk with a salesperson and they kind of walk them through the purchase process. But there are so many online only mattresses these days, and a lot of people wonder, why would I do that when I can't really test the mattress out? Well, the policies that you get when you purchase a mattress online are actually very generous. The mattress will normally ship right to your door inside of a box. The unboxing process is very quick and easy to do. We've done it like a couple hundred times over here. It's actually kind of fun. And then you're gonna have an in-home trial period to sleep on the mattress to really decide if it's right for you or not. The trial periods will range from normally a minimum of 100 nights and sometimes up to an entire year. So that's more than enough time to really form an opinion on the bed and decide if you want to keep it. And for the most part, there's only 2 or 3 brands that don't offer free returns within the trial period, so it's virtually risk-free. I'm not gonna say not to go to a store, but because of these generous online mattress policies, it's pretty risk-free to try an online one and return it if you don't like it. All right, so I know that was a lot of information I just threw at you, but the mattress buying process can be pretty difficult to figure out. There's so many different options out there, and just because you can return a mattress risk-free with a refund doesn't mean you're gonna want to. It's a bit of a hassle and you just wanna get it right the first time. So I hope this video was helpful for you, maybe set you on the right path to finding your next mattress. Make sure you look down below in the description. We're gonna have a lot of resources for you to help you with said mattress search, including any discounts we can find to help save you some money. We should have individual reviews, comparisons, and best lists down there as well. In my opinion, best lists are a fantastic way to start a mattress search because you get to check out several different mattress options in one video, so make sure you take a look. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more. But that's enough from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.